thank you for coming along today to learn how to make an origami whale. Obviously the purpose of today's session is to get your foothold into the practice of origami. It's a massive area, it's a beautiful area, it's creative, it's artistic, it's all, you know, it's many things to many people. So why don't we have a look at the objectives today. Our objectives today are fairly simple. First of all, we're going to make a whale under my instruction. We're all going to make it together. We're all going to step through the process together. Nobody's going to go on to the next step until everyone has completed the previous step. That's including myself. Then you're going to show how good you are, showing you've really taken this on board. You're going to make a baby whale on your own from memory without any instruction from me. So there's the purpose and objective of today's session. First of all, I'd like to go around each of you and ask, what is it about? What is your experience with folding paper? What is it about folding paper that brought you along today? And any sort of background knowledge or anything on origami. So, you know, what do you know about folding paper? What do you know about origami and stuff with you, sir?
So I used to play with origami when I was a kid, but not in the last nearly 20 years, I'd say.
Okay.
But I think it's an area that's developing quite rapidly, and it's definitely something I'd like to have on my CV.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
When I was a kid, I learned how to make a little dinosaur.
Sweet.
And also a ball that you could fold and make a little ball and then blow it up.
Right.
Just out of paper.
You still have them, or?
I've forgotten how to do it now.
You still have the ball and the
dinosaur? No, it would have been discarded.
That's a shame.
I do like paper aeroplanes as well.
Who doesn't? Who doesn't like paper aeroplanes?
And yeah, I get fascinated by the YouTube video where the guys made a world record by throwing like paper aeroplane, and it's just going around and around and around, yeah, forever.
Wow, I'll have to check that one out.
The world looks interesting.
That's a bit of another.
Much the same sort of story as this gentleman. I experimented with some basic origami when I was younger. Frogs, the crane, of course, abstract shapes, decorations, that sort of thing, and of course paper airplanes. And in much the same sort of vein, I was particularly fond of trying to make them fly as fast, far, or as long as possible.
Mm-hmm. Very good. And you know?
Yeah, also like basic things, airplanes, boats, hats, when I was a kid, but yeah, I would like to learn more and be able to do a baby whale.
What about you? Have you ever tried making any animals from paper?
Not animals, only plants, but I really like folding paper before throwing it to the trash.
Sure. Well, actually, in this climate, actually, there is obviously one obvious use of folding paper as well, and that's to make yourself a little fan when you're on the tube. Because, you know, for obvious reasons, it can get a little bit uncomfortable. A little paper fan would come in handy at times. Anyway, that's the introduction out of the way. So let's get on with it. Let's make a whale. It might surprise you to know that we are only, even before we started, we're only 5 folds of a piece of paper away from the whale. So let's go for it. So let's take the larger of the pieces of paper in front of us. Okay. So we're all going to go through each step together. Everyone's going to complete each step before we go on to the next one. Okay, so let's have a look at fold 1. Wait for it. And there it is. Let's fold this paper. Nice and simple. And we'll wait till everyone's finished before we move on. And once you've done it, if you could open it out again like I have. Yep, looks like it's all done extremely well. So let's have a look at fold 2. There it is. Let me know if that's not clear what's happening there. Now, would anybody like to have a punt at what the third fold is going to be?
Possibly.
Let's see if you're right. You've all done this before, haven't you? Excellent. Fold 4. And there she is. See some whales taking shape there. So, before we actually make the fifth and final fold, we need to close her up and turn through 90 degrees. Like so. So just close her up. Almost there. Very good. And finally, I believe this is the fifth and final fold. Right about there. And of course it wouldn't be complete without you don't get your pens and pencils out. Give it a bit of character, give it a bit of expression. Make yours a happy whale, a sad whale, depending on how you're feeling right now. Cheesy whale, that one.
Yeah.
Angry whale.
Excellent. So, you might even manage to stand your whale up. No, forget that. Let's forget standing up. Oh, perfect. Well, it's like yours is sort of opened up completely, isn't it? Never mind that, we can worry about that later. It's now time for you to show how good you are. We've all done it together, we've all stepped through it together, you've all done extremely well, congratulations. But now it's time for making whale babies to be precise. Would you like to have a attempt, take the smaller piece of paper, have a go at making a baby whale? If you can't remember, you could probably undo your previous whale and follow each fold through. Well, there's clearly some very fast learners here. Some people might go far in the world of origami. Let's see if we can make an even smaller whale. See how low you can go. Is anyone else ready for the third and final?
The ultimate challenge.
Go on.
Yeah, we know. We got the tiny ditty whales.
These look great on your keyboard, by the way. I tried it yesterday. It's also a good way of drawing attention to the plight of whales worldwide. Awesome. Well, congratulations. I can honestly say you've all grasped this extremely well and have clearly shown you're capable of making your own paper whale under your own instruction. And that was one of the principal objectives of today, so you all feel very proud of yourselves. So, where do we go from here? Obviously, this is just a basic introduction to ocean-based origami. What you can do from here is you can go off and make some friends for your whale, for your mummy whale, for your baby whale, for your whale pups. So, who might whales want to befriend in the world's oceans? Well, why don't we have a quick look? Let's see who's next. There's the crab. Whales and crabs tend to be pretty good friends. Then of course there's the shrimp. Doesn't that look elegant? And there's the ocean sunfish. The ocean sunfish. So as I said earlier, origami is a massive area. As Jacob here once said, it's also a fast evolving area, and you can be part of it. We have further classes here at this institution. There's a vast body of information available online. So now that you know the basics of ocean-based origami, the world really is your oyster. So go out and conquer it. Go out and indulge, immerse yourself in it. So, in summary, what have we achieved today? We have indeed turned paper into sea life, and you can go out and do even more. And hopefully, we've whetted our appetites for more. Just out of interest, anyone want to know what type of whale that is?
Free Willy.
Not a free willy whale. Does anyone know the whale species?
Humpback?
No, that's pretty straight back, I see.
White.
Yes. Not a white whale. It's not a white shark either. Okay. I'll leave that to you. I'll leave that to you to go and investigate. Okay, thank you all very much for coming. Hope you enjoyed it, and hope to see you all again next week. Thank you.